So those of you who might have already watched any of my videos, I can hope that you maybe are familiar with this scene and place. This is Shankar in Dhanmondi. That's the Shankar Plaza. And over there, that's the Chayanot Bhavan. And what I'm gonna do today, as you can already see, looking at the headline, the title of my video, I'm going to have a walk all the way to our today's destination, which is New Market, and explore that place. So I'm going to start my walking tour right from here, getting off the bridge, and I'll start my walk all the way through the New Market, our destination, without any cut, without any editing, and any kind of anything. I mean, just raw and real. And if you're curious, here I am. So let's start our adventure. Maybe adventure is too not quite the proper word, in case you don't find this journey or destination that much adventurous. It is kind of a I would say quite a common place for the residents of the city. And I assume you know that this place is one of the most frequently visited places by anyone, not just by the local people, but also any foreigners. And I watched a few vlogs done by foreign vloggers or tourists about and around that place, New Market. Needless to mention that many of the local native vloggers, video makers did this job long ago, so it's not a left out or leftover place for anyone. So for me, it's the first time I'm going to visit the place with my camera. But another interesting thing is, even though this place, New Market, is known as being one of the most visited places both by locals and foreigners as well. For me personally, I'm not the one who visited or had to visit that place that often. So the last time when I've been to that place was almost a year and a half ago. Another interesting fact is this place is called New Market, which on the based on the facts and figures, it's not that new anymore. It's been an old market for many decades. You may Google it and get all the factual facts and figures, or the actual information. My videos don't tend to be informative. That's not my mission or my purpose. So I'm not here to provide plenty of information to my viewers. That's the viewers, but as you know, if you're here not for the first time in my channel, that I feel more comfortable to use the singular number viewer instead of viewers, keeping the fact in my mind that my videos are not going to be watched by many people or even by more than one loyal watcher. Quite surprisingly though, it's kind of shocking. I find it shocking that this kind of walking tour videos, which is, I would say, a unique thing in this country among the YouTube community. I haven't found any so-called vlogger, YouTuber, and I'm not one of them. I don't label myself as a YouTuber or vlogger or anything like that. Although all these works are first and foremost going to be uploaded on YouTube, and I haven't found those kind of people on YouTube or in vlogging world who does this kind of walking tour videos. So I might be wrong, but surely I'm the one who does it just absolutely raw and uncut from the beginning to the end. Again, it's a long walk to go. For me personally, I wouldn't consider it that long walk since I'm a byborn walker, if I can regard myself so. By the way, one reason you're getting to see all these many people on the streets and everywhere is because it's weekend. It's Friday here in Bangladesh. Which is the public holiday. So what I was saying is that me as a walker, by my nature, by my habit, by my lifestyle, it's a regular kind of amount of walking for me personally. But for people, and people means people, all the people, it's not usually what anyone would like to do, this kind of long walk on their foot. And that's what actually caused me to think about filming this whole walking tour myself. If any of you find this film interesting from here, Bangladesh, or somewhere outside Bangladesh, anywhere, any part of the world, that would be my pleasure. No wonder sometimes I get people, especially the young fellas, whose attention is grabbed by the shape and form factor of my camera, the camera that I'm holding in my hand and filming. It seems like my camera looks to them kind of a new thing, not a very common thing they are used to see. And it's not just in this part of the world, I think anywhere, even in the developed part of the world, not many people are familiar with this DJI kind of pocket camera, this mini micro type of camera. Oh. just few seconds ago, one biker was going to collide with a tricycle vehicle. I can't tell if my device captured that scene, but luckily, thankfully, the collision didn't happen. Someone curious, a friend of mine, wanted to know after watching all my vlogs, and he said he enjoyed all of them, which is good to know. He wanted he asked me, hey Shourab, do you have to spend a lot of time or invest a whole lot of time into this project, newly started project, your video project, film project? That was his curious question. So my answer was, I told him that that's actually not the case, because this time, usually this is the time when I go out for my regular walk every day, every single day. That's kind of my routine, my part of my lifestyle. I enjoy walking like this. But all these years before I started this project, I just had to do the same kind of walking tour without the camera, holding in my hand and trying to focus on subjects, pointing my camera at subject that I intend to film. But nowadays, when I'm into this project, what I do extra is just not to forget to take my camera with me in my pocket, since it's a pocket camera, which is a great advantage for me. And when I feel like I'd like to go visit some place in order to film, make a film, my kind of film, and I say I call it film or documentary film to be more accurate to describe what I do or what I'm trying to do. I just filmed that walk, that visit. That's all I do. And since I have my personal philosophy not to do editing much or alter anything or make any change or do any twist or anything like that, which I strongly dislike, once I get home back, I open my MacBook, transfer all this footage into my Mac, and do some processing and finally upload it. That's all I do. So, answering to that curious inquiry from one of my friends, that's what I replied to him. I said, no, I don't have to. I mean, my kind of work let me get through this way. It's a shopping center, but today I'm not going to explore this place for sure. One security woman personnel tried to hide her face, noticing my camera. Hopefully I didn't film her. It's not like filming is prohibited in this place. I don't believe it is. Yet if any person doesn't seem to be comfortable with the presence of a filming device at someone's hand, let's say in my hand, I try not to point my camera at them. So I just get past that shopping center, one of the renowned ones in this area, which is called Ganmondi. And I would say I'm almost halfway through the destination, the new market. So how my exploration of new market is going to be today while I'm doing this filming project, I can't tell anything in advance, but what I can tell for sure is that you are going to get to see people, many people. I could have gone straight through that street, but I've chosen to take a turn on my right just to enjoy the calmness and quietness of this internal street, which is in the midst of a residential area. And it feels nice to be here in a place like that, which is less chaotic, less noisy, less crowded, less polluted, and less people for sure. I'm not against people. I don't hate people for sure. Of course not. I'm one of the people. But then people are a dangerous concept to me always. I'm intimidated, scared by this concept of people or the public. I don't think people are the one or ones that have ever created art, promoted art, any kind of artwork. It's not the people, it's the artists and art-loving human beings. Nowadays, when I'm into this YouTube project, doing this kind of films and upload them on that platform, and I can beat all those popular channels or popular kind of content creators who are highly supported, promoted, propagated by the people. Then I'm even more scared or more discouraged by this concept of people thing, because I know, and I knew it from the beginning, very beginning, that people are not the ones who were going to like my work, this kind of realistic work, which is having no gimmick, no glamour, no artificiality or anything. I don't expect them to like my work either. And that's what is happening. Since I already started my journey, with all my due respect to these people, and you might then question, what about those people who are liking my work? I would say, or I would make the distinction between the concept people and human beings. I would say those are some human beings who love work of art. And thankfully they're liking, appreciating my kind of work of art, not the people. The way I grew up, or I raised myself since my adolescence. When I say raising myself, I mean artistically, intellectually, spiritually. It's not the people who shaped me. That's absolutely certain. It's not the people who shaped me. It's quite the opposite. It has always been kind of a resistance from the core of my heart. Let me show you something. So maybe I should take this foot over bridge for a little while, just to show you an aerial view of this whole streets, this crossroad. This is the scene, regular, familiar kind of scenes of Dhaka. That's all you can see once you are here on a foot over bridge like this. So I don't know which side of the roads should I film first. Look at the quantities of tricycles, which is called rickshaws. That's the local name. And I know rickshaw, the word is also in English dictionary. It's nothing a strange word. Look at those things. Look at that. Look at that. The queue of rickshaws or tricycles. So here, another part. Look at that. That's why I decided to go up to this bridge and film this thing, because it's quite filmable, isn't it? It's a traffic, a regular kind of traffic. Don't be surprised or shocked. I mean, I don't know if my camera can focus all the way up there. Look at that. So, let me proceed my journey. Enough of everything. Once again, look at that. That's the subject of my films. One of my favorite subjects. maybe nowadays. Or even if this is not so favorite to me as a subject, still quite inevitable and unavoidable part of my films, as long as I'm living in this city. So I'll go all the way to the new market, which is over there, and these are the most peaceful creatures among all those peaceless people. Or maybe I should rephrase it: peaceful and restful creatures among all these peaceless and restless human beings. So let's resume my journey. And here I am. Oh, is it for the first time I can see myself in a full figure through the reflection of the mirror, which seems to have been dedicated in service of the people. Now I totally get it why all the vloggers, the local and the foreigners, foreign, local, national, international kind of video makers, they choose this place to come over and film. Because they want to be able to capture all the actions and excitements by one single click. By one single piece of video. And then this is the most convenient place, or yeah, the most convenient site, I would say, SITE sites, one of the most convenient sites to come over and film. That's why they come. But the thing is, you might question, hey, Showrab, why are you here? Why, when everybody has filmed this place, why I also needed to film it? And that's a good question. The answer is, I'm going to show you this place just like any other places I showed till now, in my kind of way. The most realistic, the most naturalistic, and the most artistic way. That's my challenge. The challenge thrown at myself. As I told in the very beginning, the video is absolutely uncut, unedited, and that's how it will remain. How many millions of people right there, everywhere. Which is little problematic, which is I'm afraid that it's going to be a little problematic to protect my camera if I bump with any person or collide with anyone. I'm afraid that my camera might shatter, since it is kind of a fragile thing at my hand. festivals going on. It's a festival. Not a festival, yet it is. A normal, ordinary day, the weekend. It is nothing special, and yet see the people, the excitement, the energy, the vibration. Look at that. It's going to be a little tough for me to continue walking through this crowd. And I feel like I need to be extra careful while holding my camera, trying not to bump with anyone. So a question might be why Newmarket is the most popular shopping place for all kinds of people in this country. And the answer is this. You can see anything and everything available on the sides of roads. And I'm not even in the market yet. You have to keep that in mind. I'm still a little away from the market, actual market. You can see anything and everything at the cheapest price possible. All kind of stuff. That's why people come here. And I also have to add another note that it's not like people come here just because of necessity. And that's my kind of a claim. I would say most of the people come here not out of any necessity that they need to have something and buy something without which life is unbearable. But they come here because this is a shopaholic nation. And that's my observation. People are buying things, stuff here. Those who are buying clothes, it's not like they don't have necessary amount of clothes at home or anything you can see them buying. So this is my observation, that's my theory. You don't have to buy it just like they are buying anything and everything. I'm not yet in the new market. It's just the entrance. I'm just on the way, struggling to get into there, shoving through the crowd of people. Look at that. I feel kind of scared right now. I shouldn't. I'm not a foreigner. I'm not an alien. I'm born, raised here all my life. And yet, I told you that I'm not a regular visitor of this place. Last time I visited was 1.5 years ago. I also shared that information. and nothing has changed that much in terms of crowd and population and chaos and excitement and energy and restlessness and this and that and everything. So can I get through by this building, by this gate? It's one of the gates. I have to be careful with my camera. It's not a festival, I told you. It's just a day, a non-special day. No occasion for all this shopping spree. So if I now take just a round tour all the way from there, and I don't know how I'm going to make it because of all these people. I feel a little intimidated right now. Let us give it a try. People. Look at that. On both sides. Buyers and customers. That's all you can see. Business. You think this shopping is very necessary kind of thing, right? Remember my theory. I said no. Very unnecessary they're shopping right now. But that's the thing, not only in Bangladesh here, in Dhaka. I think everywhere in the world, isn't it? So I'm kind of like confused. Which direction should I set my camera at? If I keep doing it in 360 degrees angle, then you might be going to feel kind of dizzy, which I feel right now. Shopping. Is Bangladesh the most shopaholic nation in the world? That can be a valid question. Sorry. No. So and that's the second floor, which I have no interest to explore by looking at all this crowd. if this floor collapses someday all of a sudden without any prior notice, should I be surprised? Are you already bored of watching the very same thing? People and people and people. That's all you can get to see, just like I can. That's a little book corner, my kind of place, but actually it's been long I come to the new market to collect and buy books, because there are much better places which are much richer by their collection. Maybe I'll explore this book place some other day. So this side seems to be a little less chaotic compared to the other side. And I can see a gate, one of the gates to enter and exit for both purposes. So should I spend more time here? Should I hang around a bit longer here? I don't think so. I feel like I should exit. Enough of everything. I use this expression, enough of everything, maybe twice in my entire video. Once when I was filming from the top of the bridge and looking at all those people, the structure under construction. Another one. And I feel little less dizzy, less suffocated. That's the word I was kind of looking for. Being outside of this shopping insanity. Do you find this video of mine interesting or suffocating? Depends on who you are and depends on what actually interests you. I personally have to admit that I began to feel a little suffocated. I shouldn't say claustrophobe at all because claustrophobia, because it's a very open place. As you can see, it's an open space, but because of all these people and that people presence is not over, again I'm going to face it for a little more while. So that is another gate. Gate number 2. And once you do your entrance through the gate number 2, you can encounter all the jewelry shops. See, I mean, I'm kind of stuck right now by all these people in front of me and behind me. Many of them are ladies, quite uncomfortably. So I'm swimming through the ocean of people. Is it that people that I was talking about when I was in the middle of my way? The concept of people and why it intimidates me and I'm afraid of the people thing. They are the one who overrule the world. They are the one who are running the market of world. Market in a broad sense. Market of all types. Shopping, shopping, shopping. And that's another gate. So I think I better have to be in the middle of the main road just to be able to pass all these people a little quicker. This is what happens when you visit a place like this. That's another market, as you can see. Tonrima supermarket. The letters are in Bangla, which is the native language of this nation. Needless to mention. When I say every time, needless to mention, and then again I have to mention it, is because I never know. I never know who you are watching my videos. This kind of boring, painful videos that can test your patience as well as tolerance. So I'm still in the process of getting the exit door. Not door, the exit passage. Slowly and gradually I'm out of the place. New market, which was my main target for today's video. Now, I told you that since this place, New Market, has been so frequently and widely visited by all the vloggers and content creators, and I don't consider myself one of them yet, whatever I'm doing, my documentary is also a content once it is uploaded on YouTube. And I said that in my content or in my work, you're going to discover or explore this very highly visited place called New Market in a fresh way, the most realistic, naturalistic way, because my whole video till now is still a continuous run. It's going on. I haven't stopped for a second, as you can see. I was saying in one of my videos, I think I'm not sure which one it was, in one monologue I said that I'm probably the only one in YouTube and in internet who make videos like this, or whose video making approach is pretty much like this. It's absolutely uncut, absolutely unedited, no color grading, nothing. Not trying to make my videos look more attractive or lucrative. I want to make sure that my videos look like what the reality and everything around me looks like. So my philosophy and my art theories are probably not shared by any other creators. That is, I haven't found one yet. So no surprise why I view my channel, I consider my channel as the most unpopular channel in the history of YouTube. So now I'm away from the New Market. Again, I'm just using the path that I used while I was coming. But I'm going to take a different kind of route now to complete my journey and complete my video as well, to give you, my viewer, non-viewers, a sense of complete adventure. I used the word complete many times already, which means I believe, or I am very fond of this kind of completeness. And again, here I am. Sometimes it feels good to be able to see yourself in the mirror, which is situated by the side of a street, isn't it? I don't know. And these are musical instruments shop. And again, here I am. So this place is very renowned in the whole country for selling and supplying all kind of musical instruments. The music lovers of this country, they love this place. As you can tell by the nature of the light right now in the screen, that it is almost evening now. I'm trying to select the right function or angle of my camera. Look at the queue of these rickshaws. This is a new one, not the one that I already showed you from on the top of the bridge. It's the new one. And most of these people's destination is again the new market, which is already exploding with the human crowds. Let's cross the road. Once again, this is the weekend evening, which is Friday here in this country. Just what it is like in your part of the world, Sunday. which is why no wonder there are all these people. I mean, all this crowd and presence of all these people. But the thing is, even if it was not a Friday, it was not a weekend evening, do you think, can you imagine that the quantity of people, the intensity of crowd would be any less? I don't think so. So I'm trying to cross the road. And now it seems like I'm back on track. I can now freely breathe. Finally I made it to be able to film the place the way I wanted to film and got out of it. You should congratulate me. So the daylight is disappearing, night is falling down. Many more people actually are preparing to get out of home in this evening time. For this evening being the weekend one. While I am preparing to get home back. For me, home is the best place to stay in. I'm not quite an outsider. Outing or being outside is not my most favorite thing, actually. And can you see again my reflection in little dark kind of mirror? So my video keeps rolling on. Am I proud of that? Oh yeah, I should be, shouldn't I? I should be proud of my way of filming. That's the way I would keep it. Once I go home back and be in front of my desk, that's the way I'm going to upload it, keeping all the mistakes and everything. And what is a mistake? I don't even know. What is the definition of the word mistake? To me, nothing is correct and nothing is incorrect either. Am I being a little philosophical now? It seems like we are living in a world where being philosophical is, there's something wrong with being philosophical. Okay, let me check this. So I'm now going by the lakeside. What I was saying, it seems like we're living in a world where when you tend to be thoughtful, insightful, philosophical, in other words, then people around you are mocking you, or as if there was something wrong with that, being philosophical or philosophizing things around you. So if you remember, I used that street when I was going to the new market, and now I'm using this quiet path beside this lake to get home back. If you are wondering where I'm going to finish my film, then no secret that I'm going to finish it just exactly where I started my journey from the top of the bridge. It's a great place, good place. Great is a heavy word. It's a good place in this residential area, which is Dhanmondi, for people to come and hang out, to have family time, friends time. So, are you still there? Are you still there with me in this non-stop video project? I can't help you to be there. If you're still there, congratulations. Surely you are a winner. Little street food corner, not a corner, but vendor. That's the best thing to me. Green coconuts. Another nice looking place. For the residents of the city. So, if nobody's there with me at this point of my long marathon, a marathon of video, I'm there with myself, that's for sure, as I can see it. I just want to make sure that I'm rounding up my trek. I could have finished right here somewhere, or earlier even. But it would make me feel good if I can wrap this video up just at the point where I started my filming from, which was and is that foot over bridge. Surely not that one. Another one just after this one. So still some way to go. And now ask yourself why you're still there with me, if you are. Which I guess you're not. This is one of the restaurants, not restaurants, supermarkets. take a look at all those constructions. Especially this building, which I'm going to show you from a little better angle. The rear part of it. I have planned to explore this building. I mean, to have a tour in all the shops. Most of them are, almost all of those shops are eating places, dining places, cafes and restaurants. So there you are. See how many restaurants and cafes and coffee shops and eating places are located just in one single building. That's the kind of a commitment of being a documentarian, or responsibility, or weight. Since I'm not a vlogger, I don't want to be a typical kind of vlogger or video maker. Camera. কয় টাকা বলতে পারি না। এই দেখো, এই যে দেখা যাচ্ছে তোমাদের? কয় টাকা আমি তো জানি না, কয় টাকা? না, এটা মোবাইল না, এটা পছন্দ হয়েছে, খুব সুন্দর না? গুড। হ্যাঁ, এটা ভিডিও করছি। ঠিক আছে, ভালো থেকো। হ্যাঁ, বাই। And they said bye. Surely they are poor children. Ran after me to express their curiosity. What is this? Is it a phone? It's a camera? What is it? I told him that it's a camera, it's not a phone. They said, oh, we never saw a phone like that, a camera like that. A little further for me to stop my walking and wrap up my journey, as well as my film. And if you are still there with me till this point, don't you think you deserve the Nobel Prize for patience? Remember, I shared an experience. One of my friends asked me, hey, Show Rob, do you invest a whole lot of time to make all these long videos? because he noticed that my videos are typically, I mean, they're long, they're not like any typical short brief videos, sweet videos. I told him actually, no, I don't have to spend a whole lot of time. I walk each day, every day, all my life. Walking is the part of my lifestyle. And what I do nowadays is just to bring the camera with me and turn it on. That's all I do. Once I get home back, I just open my MacBook and transfer all this file, all this footage into my MacBook. Then I put some text here and there, necessary ones, and I upload it on my favorite place, which is YouTube. That's all I do. So for me, it's not any big deal. Maybe for you as a viewer, not the viewers, again, hello. That might be a big deal because you're watching it. But one thing though, I want to make sure anyone who is watching my videos regularly with attention are surely not going to go empty-handed, return empty-handed. Surely he or she is going to be enriched. That's the mission as well as the vision of my project. When you're spending a whole 1 hour, let's say, or all this precious time of your life watching my videos, I want to make sure, and this is my commitment to myself, that my videos are actually enriching you. Your philosophy about art, your taste in art are going to be little enriched, maybe little challenged even. And someday you would realize that you are not going to watch or enjoy watching other people's videos. Those videos which are overruling the internet and YouTube. You're not going to enjoy watching those videos anymore because you begin to realize that those videos are full of deceits and pretensions and lies and anything and everything that distances you as a viewer away from the truth, from the reality, from the art, from the beauty. Maybe these words are enough to wrap up my video. Well, I'm already there at this point. Remember that bridge? I showed this foot over bridge many times if you are my regular watcher. And this is nursery, by the way. Nurseries. They sell seeds and what's this called? I can't exactly remember the English word. From which a tree, I'm in the very infant stage of trees. So excuse my ignorance. And you can see the bridge now. And that's where I started my journey. Now you remember, right? Do you? It's a double-decker bus. And here I am. That's the point I started my journey from. And this is me who's been torturing you, punishing you all this time. So my apology. And love you all.